every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox postgame podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! And why not a collective fuck? As we start the night, it's a little later than usual, 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. It is the Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host, ToddFox. I am on the air, and we're ready to go, and we're ready to recap this great two-game series. 2 games in which we're normally, as a fan, you're like, hey, let's play 2. You know, like that's the one thing you want to do as a fan is experience a doubleheader at home, and we were blessed to get that with Hurricane Hillary blowing her way through the state, and you got a doubleheader. And it's not normal to have doubleheaders here in Anaheim, especially, 2. One is, very rare within 5 years, and then we had 2 in a week. Week span. So it didn't work to our favor, losing 3 out of 4 games. And we're going to talk about how they got swept by the better team. There's no doubt about that they're the better team. And I don't mean talent wise. I do think they have superb talent, young talent coming through, but this is, this is not the team that, on paper should win. They have good young talent to be contenders, but it's the coaching. It's exactly what they're being told to do and situations. So before we get into everything, because there's a lot to recap tonight, 714 tickets, 714 tickets, 714 tickets in the promo code. If you put HITI, which stands for Halos in the Infield, you get additional 10% off of your purchase. The price you see is the price you get. It works for concert tickets, Angel games, basketball games, you name it, they've got it. So if you're out of state, if you're in state, you can use it to your advantage. I suggest you do so. So let's start out tonight with the game 1 that on paper it looked like a good start, except you look at the lineup, and the lineup we'll get into. There's a piece of shit cockroach that didn't make either that made the lineup twice. I could see one game if you're being a dumb shit fuck and you wanna say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna stick up for my boy Nevin, and he had to play him at least one game. Bullshit. Shouldn't have played 1 game, let alone 2. Now, you had some bad news early in game 1, not just the fact that Shohei Ohtani would leave after about an inning's worth of work. It was the fact that Mike Trout was not going to play. Now, initially, when I saw the lineup, I thought, okay, they're going to rest Trout 1 game and play him the 2nd game. Or I would have tried to play him the DH or something like that, but obviously you have Ohtani, so you can't do that. So with his hand in the bat thing, it's not like a leg thing where he can't play the outfield. I guess it wasn't healed right, so he sat out both games. Big shock. But the Angels started the game good. In game 1, the Angels got off to a 2-0 lead right away, and it looked really good. Shohei Ohtani hit a 2-run homer, his 44th of the year, and the Angels were up 2-0. But then in the bottom of the 3rd, Luis Renifo doubles in a run. You're thinking, hey, Andrew Velasquez scored. He actually did something as a cockroach that he is. Made it 3-0. But then Joey Votto would ground out, and a run would score in the 4th inning, 3-1. Still not that bad, but the guy that everyone was scared of, Elly De La Cruz, homers for the 11th time this year, a 3-run shot, and it puts the Angels down 4-3. Now, note what inning that is. As we will continue, I will get back to that. 7th inning, Elly De La Cruz comes up again, triples for the 6th time this year with the bases loaded after De Leon couldn't throw a strike. They brought out the big guns. Again, they're bitching and moaning, oh, this guy's tired, but it doesn't work when it's Loop. Always bring Loop back, bring Leon back. Brought those two guys in for the Mets. Bases clearing triple, 7-3. Then Spencer Steer would knock him in to make it 8-3. Brandon Drury would add an RBI. Now, in that same inning, actually the 8th inning, you have a guy in Hunter Renfroe that can't hit for shit. Can only hit when there's nobody on base and 2 outs. He can hit a solo blast. His bat has been broken. His swing is done. It's basically Marcus Thames has ruined it. The analytic geeks have ruined it. Maybe Perry has ruined it. The guy doesn't go for hits anymore. It's all or nothing. And how many times have we said it? And I'll say it again. This game was about almost 3 hours. But most of it was the Cincinnati Reds hitting because the Angels are too fast. And even when they got a freaking rally right there, Hunter Renfroe was 2 strikes before he can blink an eye. 2 strikes before he can blink an eye. And he proceeds to strike out again. He was pathetic. And I'm tired of this guy right now. I'm over it. As the Angels would lose 9-4 as they would tack on yet another run later in the game. But all they needed was a single right there. Couldn't get it in the 7th. They had the bases loaded in the 7th. And then they also had a chance in the 8th with 2nd and 3rd, left guys on. Let's look at what they did as a team. Because obviously in this game, I'm just going to go with the first Stamos Award. It's no doubt that I'm going to give it to Elly De La Cruz because he's a freak, just like Ohtani the other night got the Stamos for striking out 3 times, but then had those big RBIs and the home run. So in game 1, it's Elly De La Cruz. He had 2 big hits. One was a 3-run homer and one was a bases clearing triple. 6 RBIs, including 3 strikeouts. You kind of ignore those when he has a game like that. So he was the main reason why the Angels lost that game 9-4. Now, in the process of losing that game 9-4, the Angels had to use an emergency starter, which was everyone's favorite Tyler Anderson. Why? Because Shohei Ohtani, had fatigue, and I guess in his shoulder or his elbow, and he decided I got to leave the game, but I can't hit or nothing, right? So he leaves the game. The Angels proceed to go 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position, leaving 11 men on base. They score half of those. This game's a different story, but Ohtani pitches an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, no runs allowed. He had to leave for Tyler Anderson. Tyler Anderson did a decent job, 4 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Now, he's the losing pitcher because of what happened, but he took over to help Ohtani out. Now, also, Leon gave up 2 runs, were charged to him. Kenny Rosenberg gave up 1. 2 were charged to Loop because of Leon's job right there that he did, walking in 1 and then giving up the triple. So, real quick on this one, though, I wanted to point out 11 strikeouts for the Angels offense, okay? But the Angels scored 2 in the first, like I said. Ohtani left. 3rd inning, they were able to scratch out a run. And, of course, you got to give 1 right back. God forbid you can actually have a shutdown inning. And they did after the 1st inning, but not after they got another run to make it comfortable 3-0. They have to give 1 back. Then they proceeded to give the lead up in the 5th. Now, again, what have I been saying? Every time they face adversity, this team is like a turtle. They just shove their head back inside their shell, and they're too scared to pop back out. The rest of the game after the 3rd inning, they had 5 frames, almost 6, if they didn't get that 1 RBI by Drury, of just bullshit, of nothing. Getting guys on base, and when the Reds had to make pitches, they did the job, and they got it done. The Reds used an awful lot of pitchers themselves. They used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, had no problem. And they used a lot the night before. No problem. Game 2, they used more pitchers. Didn't give a shit. That's a winning baseball team. They're not coddling their pitchers. They used the same guy for the 3rd night in a row, Gibbett. He used the They used him twice, and he pitched the night before the Reds series with the Angels. Or no, it was the night before, the day before, whatever. Point is, these teams they're not scared to use their guys. But that's a story for another day that we've harped on many times. Now, let's get into the awesome lineup. Or actually, let me give out the nacho night for this game 1.
All the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
It's easy to give it to the cockroach because I'm gonna say that the cockroach gets a little love in this one, so I'll give him half a plate of nachos because he shouldn't get in the game. I don't give a shit if he got a double. I don't care. He's pathetic. He's a pathetic waste of a baseball player. I don't care what he is as a human being. He could be the greatest guy. That's cool for him. But as a baseball player, I hate his guts. Can't stand him. Should never have been in the lineup. Should never have played. I don't give a shit that he got a hit. He's still batting a fucking 194. Hunter Renfroe gets your nachos in this game. 0 for 4 again. 2 strikeouts. He left 6 of those 11 guys on himself. He sucks. He fucking sucks. So let's get into the lineup. I'll go over the we have to play the song because this song best represents this struggling ass offense. And again, it's a combination of the hitters listening to Marcus Thames, the analytics dictating how they swing. It's bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it. It makes me sick that you have talent like this and that they are swinging first. The Angels' innings are over in like 5 or less minutes. They're already playing Jack in the Box shit because the Reds are out there, and that you want to know why they're pitching freaking wilts in the sun because they're fucking standing around so much because the hitting doesn't do shit. Just push them right back out in the outfield. So here's the freaking lineup. Renifo actually started at leadoff, where he's good at, which we've been screaming at the last few nights. Why the fuck is he down in the lineup? He makes no sense. He never hits anywhere else. Put him back in the leadoff spot, where we should have a regular lineup. Wow, 3 for 4. He almost hits for the cycle. Gee, why are we moving him out of the leadoff spot? He had a double, single, and a triple, and a walk. 2 RBIs, or 1 RBI. Then Shohei Ohtani in his brief time had the 1 home run, 2 RBIs. ShamWow came in there with three walks and a hit. Wow, that was good. 313 for him. Drury did his 1 for 5 with an RBI. Ohapi went 1 for 5, 2 strikeouts. A little disappointing. Grichuk again looking for his parents in the stands. Can't find him. Can't get a hit. 0 for 4. Eduardo Escobar continues to be scared of house pussy, and I mean house cats. Went 0 for 4 and a walk. He shouldn't be sniffing the field either. Renfroe again 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. The only encouraging thing was Mickey Moniak. Besides Renifo, Mickey Moniak had a nice day. 3 hits, 4 in 4 at bats. The thing that gets to me in this one, even with those 3 hits, he never scored a run. He was continually stranded by Renfroe and other dipshits. And then Andrew Velasquez is dumb 1 for 3 bullshit. He sucks ass. Again, 0 for 11 or 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Pathetic. Now let's move on to the awesome game 2. So if you didn't get enough of the Angels losing 9-4, which they out-hit the Reds, 4 runs, 10 hits, they lose 9-4 to the Cincinnati Reds. So let's shuffle our Buffaloes over to freaking game 2. And game 2 that just ended a few minutes ago was wild. Not really. No, it sucked. It was another typical Angels game. I mean, typical Angels game if you look at it. So let's get into the scoring summary on this one. Nolan ShamWow singles on a ground ball that Mickey Moniak scores. It's 1-0 Angels. Then Spencer Steer in the 3rd inning would tie it up as Ellie De La Cruz would score. It's 1-1. Tyler Stephenson, yes, the Tyler Stephenson. Who the hell that is, I don't know. Homers for the 10th time this year and made it 3-1 Reds. And then McClain singled to make it 4-1 Reds. And you're thinking this game's over. But then Louis Renifo comes through with a single. Will Benson, ShamWow, and Ohtani scores. Wait, I thought Ohtani was injured. I thought he was too fatigued. Apparently not. Playing again. But Mike Trout can't play. So it's 4-3 right there. And you're thinking they can come back. They have plenty of time to do it. Yeah, I know that song's in your head right now. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Again, you get within a run, their pitching's giving you ample time to come back. You don't do shit. 8th inning comes around. Marte grounds through the third baseman past ShamWow. It's 5-3. And then all of a sudden, McLean homers to put the icing on the cake, 7-3. So you blow that one open. And one of the guys that we trust the most, Moore, didn't have it tonight, and he gave up those 3 runs. But let's get into the Stamos Award for this game too. As we get into game 2 here, let me get the Stamos. The game 2 Stamos Award, you could look at Friedel's night. He had 3 for 4 tonight, but it was McLean's knockout shot. That 2-run homer took all the freaking air out of the balloon. If there was any left in the stands, that put the game away right there. 7-3. He got 3 RBIs. Let's get into your nacho night.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
There's a couple good candidates right here. I mean, really good candidates. But then I look at one guy that sticks out, and it's the fucking cockroach. I don't give a shit that he had 1 official at bat. He had 2 at bats. He walked. I don't care. I don't care. Batting 192. Fuck you, Squid. That's just another whole. That's a truckload of fucking nachos for you. You can go to the hot dog stand at Angel Stadium, and we're just going to make a sink full of nachos, dirty nachos for you to eat. I'm going to spill some on the floor and then mop them up into like a little pile, scoop them up and put them on top for toppings for you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Velasquez. You're the reason why this team has gone downhill. I would love to see this team's record prior to your just staining the dugout with your shit in their locker rooms. You should never, ever, ever be a part of this team. And somehow you still cannot be removed. You know what I mean? You're still fucking on this team. So fuck you, Squid. You get the nachos in this one. And now let's go over that awesome lineup before I get into the comments here. Because, again, we have to I'm sorry if it's getting stuck in your head, but it's a must. This is a staple of this shit show that we continue to have to watch. Again, one of the only perks is watching ShamWow defy the shitty coaching that we have. And he got 2 hits and 3 at-bats. He looked much better, plus 2 more walks, no strikeouts. The reason he took pitches, when he's listening to Marcus fuck you Thames, he's swinging on the first pitch. That's not his game. So the fact that he was very patient in this game, I liked it. Shohei Ohtani came in with 1 hit and 5 after 5 at-bats. But again, where's Mike Trout? Moustakas, I could have gave him the nachos. He went 0 for 5, did absolutely nothing. Louis Renifo was moved to the 4 spot, where he gets 1 hit and 3 walks. Okay, so he did good right there, but that's not his normal position. He hit good against the Reds. This fucker, too, is starting to really piss me off, Randall Grichuk. Because at least Moustakas comes through with a hit or a home run or a couple hits. Not Grichuk. Grichuk goes 0 for 15, stays out in the outfield, fucks up, dives too early, and still keeps a roster spot and an outfield position. Mickey Moniak went out there 1 for 3, still had to have a strikeout, but he's looking a little bit better. Fuck you, Hunter Renfroe, 1 for 4 and a strikeout, looks like shit. If you would have said that this guy's Trout stunt double, that's fine, but he can't even lick Mike Trout's cleats, and that's in a struggling year. And then dude came through 0 for 3 and a walk. And then fuck you, Velasquez, as well. And then why are you going to start that piece of shit if you're going to put Escobar in there to do nothing for 2 at-bats? I mean, those 2 players don't make 1 good player for the Angels. Escobar has been a joke since we acquired him. He sucks. So if you like the 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position from game 1, the Angels said, hey, we're much better. Don't you talk shit about us. We're going to leave 11 men on base again. But this time, motherfucker, Todd, instead of 1 for 11, we're 2 for 11, damn it. We're 3 for 22 in a doubleheader. Fuck you, Todd. We're good. Marcus Thames is a shit. You don't know baseball. Swing at everything. That's what we're taught. And that's what we're going to do because we are the 2023 fuck you Halos. We are the Artie Moreno lovers. We are the unfinished business, baby. Fuck you, Todd. Angels are 61-67. Playoff bound, baby. You want to know why, Todd?
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight. If you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me,
I'm not.
Then shut up.
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn. Don't go to sleep on my Halos in 2023. It's going to be one heck of a year for Angels baseball.
It sure is, Roger. You were absolutely correct. And this is what I'm going to tell you on game 162.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Exactly, because that's what you are, Roger. Trent Rush, too, and everyone else that believes that this team on the pregame and the after show that doesn't exist with Trent Rush, unless I'm at Brewery X and then we're going to do a watch party and then we're going to do a live postgame. Come down and let me spit all over your kids. Because that guy spits too, dude. My God. But a doubleheader, guys and gals. We lost 2 games in a row to the Cincinnati Reds. On one hand, you could say, you know what, hats off to the Cincinnati Reds. But I'm tired of tipping my cap to the opponent. Because this team should not be losing to teams like this. Now, I know the Reds are good and better, but they are so inexperienced, and they look like the veteran team that took care of a rookie team. That's how sad this is starting to feel. The Brooms are out by Gridiron Grit. Mateo says, fuck! Grillmaster says, happy birthday to me, I get nothing. Exactly. You got swept, bro. You didn't. I mean, the Angels said, wait. It's your birthday? Nah, we can't do nothing for you, mister. So as much as, Grillmaster's been Mr. Angels fan.
You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir.
Y'all still watching? I just get scoreboard updates right here. Gridiron can't take it no more. Ohtani no longer pitching this season. Torn UCL. Has that been confirmed? Holy crap, if Squid's starting again in the next game, I'm going to lose it. By the way, not even your bat boy, Marty, could find Ohtani's head to put the helmet on. That's how goofy that kid is. Balls, and Savage Garden. Uh-oh, already.
I was pretty cocky.
I want balls and John Stamos.
Every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful.
'Cause I'm counting on
a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning. Yeah.
Pull out your lighters. Sing it if you know it.
I wanna stand with you on a mountain, and I wanna bathe with you in the sea, and I wanna lay like this forever.
Hell yeah, baby.
Until the sky falls down on me.
We are so close, people. We are so close to getting that meme going or the music going from Titanic. We are right there. Eric Wars says Trout is back on the IL and Ohtani has a UCL tear. Oh, snap. Well, there you go. There you go. Does Ohtani become cheaper now? Play the sound clip I sent Todd. Oh, that's the one I gotta find that one. Let's see if I could get it real quick. Let's see if I could get it here. This pops up. Then I could play the one that he sent me. That was pretty funny. I hadn't added it to my what do you call it? Soundboard yet. Let's see. Oh. Here it is.
Son of a bitch. Man. Motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Man. Motherfucker.
There you go. Let's see. Also, I think the season may be over. No. Don't let Bally's doesn't like that. You see, you pissed him off.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Also, Perry is at a press conference. Is this real life? Yes, happy birthday, my love grill master. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, Google, play the flag by Dido, white flag Dido. In some way, did Ohtani bring this upon himself? You know what? I don't know, man. This is something like out of body thing. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be one of those things now where all these channels that loved, and I mean loved, the fact that, Ohtani is going to be going to another team, they might not be able to be as excited because this isn't working the way that they scripted it to. So, it just sucks because it may work in our advantage. First off, he might not cost that much. And second, he might just be like, hey, you know what? Other teams aren't looking at me the same. What if I can go to the Angels? You never know. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see what hold on, before I get back to the comments, let's see what James's song is about here. I've never heard this one. Come on. What the hell's the lyrics?
Out of my sight, out of my mind,
Let's get to the waving the white flag.
out of my sight,
Okay, I don't know if the original is good, but this is a terrible cover.
couldn't see the face when
Send me the lyrics and I'll have to read them off or sing them myself. Sorry, I didn't want to play the other one. See, also used your code on the other night and was there for Ohtani's Grand Slam, saved $25. See, there you go, Dre Money. For the 714 tickets, it works. I'm telling you, it always works. Trouter here says, was at the GA watching from the beautiful suite, watched Ohtani's home run, but also watched him walk off the mound for the last time wearing an Angels uniform. Nah, he's gonna be he'll be playing. He'll be playing. If you remember, he had a UCL strain when he first came to the Angels, and he just couldn't pitch. He wound up hitting, so he'll be back. Ohtani has a torn UCL, and Trout is back on the IL. That's awesome. That's great news. Bally's was like, "Hey, both guys are back out there again together." And Mark Gubicza was like, "Hey, Trout and Ohtani have gone deep 9 times back-to-back this year. They're going to do it a lot now." And then all of a sudden, they got an accident. And you know what happens when they get an accident?
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Jacob, we have 2 guys injured. What do we do?
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Yeah, and then someone's going to get fired for this.
You're fired!
AC says, and by the way, if you're a wrestling fan, shout out to Terry Funk, R.I.P. He died, 79 years old. That dude was still wrestling at 72. That guy is a king of hardcore, in my opinion, just above Mick Foley.
I was pretty cocky.
I want balls and
Sham wow. Time to tank for the number 8 pick. Also, Gridiron Grit says balls, and UCL tears. I keep saying UCLA.
Tonight,
It's time for you to check out what I want.
I want balls and
UCL tears. Silenese says watching this team is like watching a horror movie. I can't look away, though they suck so bad it's scary, but my curiosity gets the best of me. Don't go in that room. What's there? Another loss. It's well, I mean, look, for me, it's the same thing, man. It's like I run towards whatever noise I heard. Like I'm the white guy in that movie. It's like, what's that chainsaw coming from downstairs? Let me go investigate. While everyone else is running the other way, I'm all do. So it's not the pitching's fault. The only reason why our team ERA exists where it is due to the fact that our offense doesn't score enough for the pitchers. Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on them, Anna. Also, Trout back on the IL. What is it with the Angels losing on my birthday every year? Jordan says, bro, Shohei, UCL tear, Trout back to the IL. That's bad news. Squid even misses the ball right down the middle on a bunt attempt because he sucks ass. No one cares that it's your birthday, Matt. Oh, jeez. Trout done for the year. Most likely, they'll probably shut him down, dude. I mean, the way he swung the other night, he looked lost up there. So, and we all know he doesn't work out because
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
So get used to it. If Ohtani's going to be down for a couple weeks, I think he's still going to try to play out the final month or whatever, or at least the final 3 weeks. But he'll be out a couple weeks maybe, or just a couple days, because, again, with a UCL tear, you're not using, unless he really wants to shut it down and save his arm for recovery so he could pitch next year. Last year with it, it also depends on how bad if it is a tear or not, because, again, he was able to get that exploratory stuff, and then he was able to recover really quick when he had the UCL strain when we first got him. Now, that was a strain, not a complete tear. If it's a complete tear, he's going to miss a little bit of next year's pitching, I would think, at least half. It's not a Tommy John. I know that. I don't think it's a Tommy John. But just get used to the Angels playing like this. That's how we're going to play. Let's see. Also, best part of the game, Game 1, Ohtani's home run. The goofy bat boy tried to put the caboodle on, and Ippei, like, not today, Goofy. Don't put it on. I've never been so thrilled to watch preseason football in my life, and I still have not gotten into preseason football. I don't know what it is. I can't. My team's much better. I just can't. I can't turn that on yet. Tyler Anderson is the GOAT. Oh, geez. Anybody who thinks Ohtani is MVP is delusional. Here we go with Grillmaster again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
AC says rushing Trout out there was not a good idea. Well, here's the thing, AC. It probably wasn't the doctor's call. Trout probably put that on himself and said, I want to come back, just like Ohapi did. Again, how many times have I said it? The inmates run the asylum. They dictate what goes on. They make the rules. There's no accountability. There's no discipline on this team. So if Trout doesn't feel like working out, well, Trout doesn't have to work out. Diva, if Rendon wants to not play the rest of the year, number 6, if he wants to sit out again, well, number 6 gets to sit out. If Ohtani doesn't want to start and push another pitcher out of his routine so that he can be a diva and start when he wants to, well, then whatever Ohtani does goes. But let's just say Tyler Anderson's like, I don't like pitching on 4 days. I don't want to pitch on 4 days. Bitch, you're Tyler Anderson. You're not a diva. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You pitch when we tell you to pitch. Different strokes for different folks. That's the problem. And when you have stuff like that, you're never going to win. I mean, look at what Baltimore did today. I saw something from BLR or whatever. If you're not following that page, you should on Instagram. So they had batting practice today, right? And they had the manager take batting practice. And the balls that he would hit were the furthest or whatever, were basically where they were going to play in their fantasy football draft, or where they were going to draft. The farthest one got the lowest pick, or you know what I mean? And so that's like super team chemistry. The manager's all in on the team's fun. They're doing something together as a team. What the fuck does this team do together? Except, hey, you want to dress like Cockroach? 2 years ago. What else do they do? They probably don't even talk to each other. Probably don't even know each other's kids' names. They don't know who they like in other sports. They don't even know probably where some of them come from. They don't care to. Let's see. The AL MVP should be Squid. Oh, screw you, AC. Why do we have a day off? The Mets series on Friday is the day the season starts. Honk, honk. So right there, Nah Man Supra's like, hey, it's all about starting against the Mets. We're going to right the ship against the Mets. Mike Trout will win AL MVP this year, Hayes says. I don't think so. Gridiron says, I've seen better hitting by a paraplegic. Mike Trout on the aisle again. Esteves, arm fresh. Yeah, he's pitched tonight, right? Let's see. Squid is the GOAT. I don't think so. Give them to the bat boy. DFA Renfro. I agree with that, DFA. Watching the debate was worth it, Sports News. Don says, God damn, we'll never live this down. Absolutely. Hold on. Too early for phone calls. Let's see. Also, feel bad for Ohtani. Dude gives 1,000% to this pathetic team. As a fan, really sad news. Yeah, and he's one guy, again, who I know. Look, I love the guy to death. I have not one bad word to say about him. I think he's able to do what he wants to do because of the diva mentality of the of no dictatorship on this and no discipline on this team, on this squad. It's a bad thing for him to be like that. I would rather them have him on a regimen and have them doing what we want him to do. But, you know, if there's no consequence for what you're doing, I can't fault the guy. And that's why I'm not going to fault Trout, and I'm not going to fault number 6. Number 6 is just an asshole. Not Trout and Ohtani, but number 6 is a huge asshole. And one thing I'll say about Squid is at least Squid tries to be somewhat of a major league player. Like somewhat. Even though he shouldn't be out there. In the end, if you had to tell me who do you give more respect to, I'd have to give some respect to Squid. Just because his ass goes out there and plays, doesn't fake injury. Now he quote-unquote tries to play. We know he can't play. We know if Rendon gave a fuck, he would outshine Squid in one game for Squid's entire career. But Rendon doesn't want to do that. So number 6 is a piece of shit. And he's a big-ass diva. But I wish there was accountability, and, man, maybe this is detrimental to Ohtani forcing the issue of wanting to play so much. He should have just took it easy. Our season has been confirmed a wash and a waste if it wasn't evidence enough with Trout back on the IL and Ohtani breaking down after we used him too much, in my opinion. Will the honks realize reality yet? Nope. It's going to be Roger saying,
if you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me, then shut up.
Yep, he's going to tell you guys all to just kick rocks. But, you know, usually, you know, where's that one I'm looking for? Yeah, the one where he's, where is it?
The best looking guy to ever walk the face of the earth. John Stamos
choked on me.
There you go. Let's see. Also, this season is almost worse than the last, 6, because I truly believe this year. Me too, Mr. Moves. I really thought this team was going to be good. The boys with the paper bags on their heads definitely won the Stamos Award for the day. I should have gave that to them too, because they did their shit today. And I encourage all of you, if you go to any Angel games, I'm going to do it myself. The only game I'm not going to do it is when I'm the Halo honk, the second to last game of the season. I'm going to wear my Halo honk outfit. But for the most part, any other game I go to, which I'm scheduled to go to like 3 or 4 more, I'm going to freaking have paper bags for sure. Ohtani is done for the season. Starts tomorrow. Clowns. Also, Squid gets 2 plates of nachos. He should. Since Shohei has a torn UCL, his chances of staying with the Angels have skyrocketed. They kind of have. Trevor says, Todd, do you see what C.J. Wilson was saying on Twitter? Really interesting stuff was said about tonight about the Angels organization. Well, Trevor, you got to send me that one, dude. I'd love to see what he said. Angels have to be the worst organization in all sports. Nobody comes close. Well, and Drizzle, it is getting very close for us to take that moniker, because I'm seeing more and more videos on my feed about the Angels being the worst organization. Do you think the poor play or our poor play will bleed into the upcoming playoffs? Brian, wow. That is the honkish thing anyone has said, man, because bleed into our playoffs. It's a good one, though. This is the last game of the season, Bilksy says. Even the A's have more postseason appearance in the decade. They do. And let's all jump off Mount Everest and take Artie with us. I'd say we push him off. Like the Land Rover commercial where everyone is picked up and dropped off at the edge of the cliff and then takes off, Chris says. Hashtag paper bags. Anyways, folks, Christmas in September, everybody. Exactly. There's just not much to look forward to now, dude. There just isn't. With everything the way it is now, fuck, dude, this is like terrible news, man. Terrible ass news. Let's see. Also, I lost some of the comments here. Hold on, let me go back. There we go. Balls, and Tommy John. Yeah, that's jeez.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Tommy John. Big 20 has a better chance of getting lucky with than the Angels making the playoffs this year. That's for sure. Let's see. Also, the Reds are the youngest team I've seen whoop the Angels like this before. Look, it's God's thumbnail. Fire. Artie and Grillmaster. Balls, and Tommy John said that one on ESPN confirmed. All right, who's jumping off the big A with me? M-Dog says. Also, Metal Gods. Balls, and jumping over the big A.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
jumping off the big A. Balls, and it's my birthday.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
your
John
birthday.
Stamos.
Confirm from Perry about Ohtani. Yeah, that's definitely confirmed now. Demetrio says, kind of glad we are going to be done with this Ohtani train. He's a nice player, but we can live without him. Well, we can lose without him. We know that. Can we win without him? That's the question. Missed both games today, so Trout non out for the season. Yes. Also, balls, and let's jump off of Everest. DFA Renfro. Alfonso says, if Renfro's out for the season too, or is Renfro out? No, Trout's out for the Trout could possibly be. I don't know. Trevor says, Reds play hard baseball. They embarrass the Angels, who can play, defined by poor coaching this year. We can't hold runners, and the Reds stole on us because pitching doesn't look very well, not on Thaiss. And it's not only the catcher's fault. It's the fact that we don't throw her very, very much. We don't check the runners. We don't run ourselves. So why would we know how to stop other people from running if we don't run ourselves? Anna says, watch our new players go to teams in free agency and pitch better with their new teams. I see that. Spence Callis says, keep your heads up. Better days ahead. Take it from an O's fan. Well, see, Spence, you guys broke it down right. You guys broke the machine down. You sold everybody off. You said, fuck it, 3-4 years, we're going to suck. We're going to commit to this. And now look at you. You guys have a great organization for a long time to go. Your owner still sucks ass, but the GM, the coach, everyone is on the same page, and that's why you guys are winning. So congratulations. Baseball's better when the Yankees suck, in my opinion, and because it hasn't been for a while, and that division's flipped upside down. Teams that used to be in dead last now are in first or in second or in third, and then you got the Boston bullshitters in fourth, and you got the Stanks in fifth. I love that. I love it. Let's see, Grillmaster, yes, I wish you a happy birthday. At least Rendon has the decency to stay out and not tease us like Mike. Let's see. Also, season starts tomorrow. Alfonso wants everybody to know, like, hey, don't get your heads down. Opening day at the Big A.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Brian says, are you worried we will lose the team to Salt Lake or Boise? It may go that way. Anna says, well, this is news of Ohtani and Trout. Todd makes you want to go back to football season. It does. Number 6 is teaching Ohtani how to get paid and not play. James Malou says, balls, and blow it all up. He's done.
I was pretty cocky.
I want balls and
blow
John
it all
Stamos.
up. The other team should not even take a chance with Ohtani. Rentani, Alfonso says, this is the saddest second half of the overall season to franchise history. It is pretty bad. I just, in the off season, I encourage you guys to watch some of the videos that we're going to be putting up. We're going to be doing some season reviews and things like that. There's been more pathetic seasons for me in the 90s of no hope, and just the team they look good with their jerseys. I love their jerseys back in the day, but no hope with the stadium looking as disheveled as possible back in the day before Disney got a hold of it, and just the team just having no direction back then either. I mean, they tried hard, but they had zero pitching. They had guys that they looked like plumbers. They looked like guys that like maybe fixed your roofs or freaking worked on your car, and they didn't look like baseball players. Outside of Chuck Finley, Mark Langston, and Jim Abbott, the rest of the bullpen, the rest of the starters look like garbage. We look like the worst team, and no one will ever look at us the same. Trevor says, it's all said about Trout and Ohtani, but Angels fans really need to quit focusing on them. They are good players outside of those two on the Angels. Build around them. The young players want to win. They do. Never seen this blow up in the second half since Todd's hair vanished. That went faster than this implosion, I'll tell you that. Sean says, Ohtani will no longer be a pitcher. That's a guarantee. Now, if he does, that brings his money way down. We're talking that he'll probably go for like 330, possibly close to 4. I don't see him going higher than 4 if he's just a hitter. As good as that is. R.I.P. Terry Funk, absolutely. Terry Funk did die. Let's see. Todd Pac-Man sound for the season. Yeah, that is pretty tough there. Right there. Anthony Davis, Anthony Rendon. Anthony stands for brittle. First Pee Wee, then Terry Funk, now the Angels 2023 season. Let's see. So let's talk about what's important. When's the next bobblehead night? Actually, Gridiron Grit, the Mike Trout bobblehead is September 15th. It should be an IL bobblehead. Hey, Ohtani is going through rehab. Cue Bally's music. Oh, yeah, they're going to be like, hey, we checked in on his UCL, and boy, that UCL looks sexy. And you know what? When I was looking at that UCL, it was really tender. And tender sounds like a brownie with Snoop Dogg. Those tacos are tender with the cheese slices in them, but those brownies are tender in your mouth. You take one bite and it's just like just an orgy of... Hey, Snoop, why don't you come in the dugout with me or in the booth and you can tell us about your new meal.
Build your own munchie meal. Or try mine. Only at Jack in the Box. That looks good on you, Miach.
Yeah. All right. So, also, Yakety Sax, Marty's Jam right there. Listen, bad news, Angels. I have a feeling we're in for another decade of mediocre baseball at best. Here's the thing, though, and Drizzle. I have faith. Don't tell me why. That this team will be... I can't even say it with a straight face. But I think that this team with the right kind of tear down, or not even a tear down, but just a cleaning house of all these veterans and 1-year deals, can be good in another 3 or 4 years as far as making the playoffs. We would have to suck for at least 2 years. That's why I'm thinking. Let's see. Also, Angels work. Alex says Angels work Ohtani into the dirt, causing the injury that potentially cost him millions. Why would they make him want to stay? Laugh my ass off. Well, I think that other teams will look at him maybe as damaged goods, but there will be, because he's Shohei Ohtani and he has all that money that will come in through sponsorships and people wanting to visit set stadiums, set freaking city. He pays for himself. He literally pays for himself. So there will be a lot of attracted suitors. Just the fact that he might give the Angels a chance may work in our favor there for keeping him. Estimate the crowds if Ohtani is out of the lineup for the next few weeks, Todd. Well, I'll give you this. This team without a confirmed Ohtani, a confirmed Trout for a good while, or the rest of the season, you're looking at no more than 20,000. And you're only going to get good crowds because there's a lot of Mets fans that want to see this team even though they suck ass. A lot of New Yorkers want to claim this team even though they've never been there before. Typical New York wannabe fans. And then you're going to have your real fans. So if a team comes in here like Baltimore, they'll bring their fans. And there's local fans here that like Baltimore. So you'll still get decent crowds. But I wouldn't say that they're going to go much over 30,000 unless it's a fireworks night, bobblehead night. And other than that, it's on, oh man, those Sunday games are going to be pathetically low. With school back in session, no little leagues really. It's going to be, man, Sunday games are going to be like 15, 17,000 maybe, something like that. It's going to get bad before it gets better. 808 says Perry and Ohtani will be getting other options, and what follows will be determined. He may be hitting at a later date, possibly after the next road trip. That's what I was saying. He did this before when he had the UCL, not the tear, but the whole problem with it last time. So that's what I'm thinking. He'll be hitting at least. Just checking to see if the Angels suck balls and balls. Yeah, they do. They do. Just an option. I'm glad you checked in. They still do suck balls. That's for sure. It's sad, but at least if you're gonna say they're gonna be consistent on one thing, Justin, it's sucking balls. They do a really good job of that.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
sucking balls. Sweep the Mets this season starts tomorrow. Also, season ended when Estevez got that grand slam hit off of him. Todd, I'm sad. I feel like we need to rebuild. We do. We've been retooling it over a decade. Yeah, it's terrible. It is terrible, but we're going to continue because why? Because the great Artie Moreno is in charge, and he does not know how to freaking what is it called? He does not know how to put his ego to the side. The tear on his UCL was confirmed. Geez, he can still hit, but he just might remain in Anaheim. Ren Mendoza Renfro needs to be released. Fine, take a phone call. It's the Halo Honk line.
Fuck! I'm gonna fucking jump off a cliff right now, bro. I hate myself. Huh? Why? Yes, this is the only entertainment I watch, okay? Ohtani made me happy. It's the only way, if I have nothing to do, this Ohtani's performance made me happy. Now, that's gone for, at least a year. Now, fucking Christ, man. Why didn't they rest him?
He still might hit, bro. He still might hit.
He's gonna hit, yeah. He did hit. He found out that he needed a tear today after game 1, but he still hit in game 2, so he's gonna hit because after game 1, he knew that he had a tear already, but at game 2, he still played, so he's gonna play. So.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
this is just whatever could go wrong this season did go wrong. And we still got a month of baseball left.
Yeah. I swear to God, already signed a contract with the devil. He wants for money. And he cursed in return, he cursed the Angels. I swear to God, bro. That's what he did, bro. I hate myself.
Don't hate yourself. Hate the man. Hate Artie. Hate Artie and everything he stands for. Like, if you get a chance to throw an egg at a freaking billboard, be like, fuck you, Artie, and throw an egg at a billboard.
I might call what's his name? Roger Rogers' show tomorrow. I'm just gonna just tell him to stop being a Halo honky. Fuck on Artie Moreno. I might be banned from his show, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, absolutely. Call his ass. I encourage everybody to call that bastard and give him and talk negative. Talk all the negative you can and watch how long you're on there, because he will kick you off so fast. But you'll get the word out.
Can you give me his contact info and where I can listen to him on Instagram? I think you have my Instagram, right?
No, you can get the app. Download the AM 830 app. I can't believe I'm promoting them, but download the AM 830 app, and then I think it's 714-2830-830, and you can call in and they have nobody on their lines, bro. So when he goes, oh, I got full lines, and you got Trent Rush going, hey, I got a lot of lines tonight. It's gonna take me a long time, and he's like, let's play a Phil Nevin interview for 15 minutes, because he's got nobody on there. But the moment you call in, you're gonna hear a ring, and some little dipshit's gonna be like, hey, what's your name and what city are you from? We're gonna put you on hold. What do you want to talk about? So they screen their calls. So you just bullshit. You say, oh, I'm Supra from Anaheim, and I want to talk about how great Trout is. Oh, we'll put you right to the top. So if you're positive, he'll answer right away, and then he'll be like, hey, let's go to Supra out of Anaheim, and then you're gonna be like, fuck the Angels.
Wait. Okay, so what's the app again? Can you spell it for me? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, it's basically just AM 830. It's the app.
AMA?
No, just AM, and then the number 830.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's basically the radio station app. So you could listen all day to that shit if you wanted to.
Okay. AM. Oh, 830. Okay. KLAA. Okay, I'll get it right now. Yep. I'm gonna fucking call him. When is their show? I'm gonna
call. Let's see. You're in Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so probably 5 your time. Call in, because I think that's when his show starts at 3. He has a show that starts at 3 o'clock. West
3
Coast.
p.m.
Yeah, West.
East.
3 p.m. West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be 6. I'll call shit on. I'll shit on him, and stop taking the. You know it's like okay. I swear. Hold on, Alexa, call Roger Lodge tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Alexa, remind me to call Roger Lodge tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow.
Alexa, no, today.
Okay, I changed that to today.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I'm just pissed off that these kind of people cover Artie Moreno. Artie Moreno is a piece of shit. He should be fucking just like removed. He's worse than John Fisher. He's torturing us for years, and I hate him, man. Fuck this piece of shit.
Exactly. You got to call him, man.
I'll call him. You should listen.
All right, yeah, or record it. We'll play it on there, dude.
Yeah,
all right,
I'll record it.
All right, bro.
Anyways. Also, I think Ohtani should still pitch right now. I mean, even with the tear, he's still for like a 94. It's not like he can't pitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he might blow out the rest of the tendon, so you can't take that chance. So he'll hit. He'll just be like really, what is it called? He'll be wrapped up and everything, so he'll be all right. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, he even with the tear, he struck out too, and almost had a good start. But
yep.
Man, this guy. I don't think it'll affect his price. You'll probably want to still pitch, and people play with the sponsorships and shit. He will probably they'll probably still like want to pay him full price. Just saying.
Well, he's gonna get his money, but I think it will diminish. He will be cost. The Angels cost him millions, basically. I don't know why I got tongue tied right there, but yeah, that's basically it. But let me get back to these comments. Super, if you call him tomorrow, record it and let me hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it.
But talk nice at first. That way you could hook him a little bit and then go in for the kill. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
So be like, oh, I love your show.
Yeah. I heard from my friend. His name is Todd.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. I'll call him.
All right, cool, man. All right, Supra.
Wait, what's the phone number again? I forgot.
Oh, I wrote it in the comments right there.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bro.
See you later.
All right, later. All right, that's Super right there. Let's see. It's Your Boy says CJ Wilson said how someone in the coaching staff back in the day said to the hitters, you don't got to watch film. Guerrero didn't, and he hit just fine. Whew. And that's when they were starting to suck. That's the thing. You got to watch film. Guerrero is just a freaking superhuman being. That guy just had the best hand-eye coordination, and that's with a bum leg too. So you can't just be like, oh, okay, that's so stupid. Let's see. Also, Patrick says, blow the whole team to Kingdom Come. Artie sells the team. Fire Perry, fire Nevin, trade everybody, wipe the slate clean, and start fresh from scratch. As much as I like how Perry drafts, I'd have to agree with that. Alfonso says, play off the lineup. Squid leads off. Renifo second. Gary Matthews Jr. third. Clean up Josh Hamilton. Mo Vaughn fifth. Sean Figgins sixth. Dead zone. Brian says, baseball is 90% mental. The others half is physical. Yeah, I know. I love Yogi Berra. Gridiron Grit says, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'd take those 90s teams over these last few years. At least they tried. Well, that's true. They did try. 1980 says, or Halo Joe says 1980, 65 and 95. Damn. Yeah, that was the second worst team. Ohtani will get paid $100 million. No, that's not true. R. Martinez says, let's see how badly the Dodgers fans want Ohtani still. They sure talked so much shit about getting him. JT says 80 and 82. I don't even think they get that close at this point. Rendon, Ohtani, and Trout have gotten hurt every year for the last 4 years. Predictable, Brian says. Yep, bunch of divas. The Angels remind me of my breakfast this morning. They are the toast and buttered for losses. They are cooked crispy like my bacon, and the team and the organization are scrambled like my eggs. Yeah, what do you call that then? Because, Denny's has the Grand Slam. What do you call that one? Gridiron Grit says, I'm not even going to get hyped this next season no matter what happens this offseason. They need to prove it. I'm going to be paper bagging from Jump Street next year. And that's not a bad news or a bad thing to do because, again, we all got our freaking Halo honks going. I'm guilty just as much as you guys are. I was thinking maybe we could just turn this thing around, but no. I absolutely hate to say this, but I think Shohei will go to Seattle. That's not a bad take right there in Drizzle. September 17th will be on for Grillmaster bobblehead wrist. Season ended the minute the gates opened in April. Armcast night at the Big A. That's a good one, Chris. Kids at school getting all sad for loads of work and breakups, but me due to number 6 and a guy called Squid who can't do shit every single day. Also, Trout Gloss's home run record is safe for one more year. Troy Gloss, new Heaty sponsor, AM 830. Yeah, right. Bilksy says, what's the number again to put on his phone for later? That's one I put right there. Tonight, he said he had jam-packed lines. Yeah, because Ohtani's elbow exploded. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. It's called Wi-Fly in his area. Let's see. Eric says, set this boy straight. Go Angels. Woo. Jeez, there's Artie again. You need a sound clip from Perry. This team deserves to win. Yes. We need Artie to call in again. That was hilarious last night. Yeah, where is Artie? They're chanting for Artie. Let's see. Also, Sports who says Hutchinson, horrible candidate, was more productive in the debate, barely did shit than the offense in the last 2 games today. Exactly. Showtime is saying, confirming the injury, tear this team up like you're tearing up that ass. Wow. Let's see. Get Artie back on the call. Saga says, was a complete shit show. I was at the game for game 1 of the doubleheader. Yeah, that was a terrible, dude. That was terrible. It's all Artie's fault, dude. I mean, we ran this dude into the ground, and those 2 games against the Reds sucked. So we need some Artie Moreno, dude. I think he needs to help us get through this tough time because he's so positive. Like everyone over there at AM 830, they are always, they're always positive when talking about how we're going to have new banners up for the new season that starts on Friday.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
And we're going to crown the Angels after they get on a winning streak.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
So they're calling for Artie, man. We need Artie here.
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn.
Alfonso prayed to Jabu, but it didn't work this time. So I think he's calling on the executive line. It's the Halo honk line.
Got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Gotta feel it. Break it down hard, Todd.
Wait a minute.
Give it back. Hey! Oh, I hurt my ankle.
Hey, Artie, did you hear the news tonight?
Yeah, Terry Funk died.
Okay, we know about Terry Funk, fearless leader, but
These are my favorites.
But all I'm saying is, did you hear about Ohtani tearing his UCL and Trout back on the IL?
Are you serious?
Yeah, that happened tonight, Artie.
I know. What do you think? I don't know what's going on with my team. What can I do? Guys are falling apart on me. We had a winning season lined up, and there they go.
Listen, you're how old now?
29.
Yeah, you're in better shape than they are at 79. You know what I mean?
You better believe it. Oh, boy. Have you seen me run around second base?
No, I haven't even seen you at the stadium but once against Arizona. I saw you creeping out of the little area. You were I'm so ashamed of you, man. You used to be a man of the people.
What?
You used
what
to
are you
walk
about?
Because you used to walk around the stadium shaking hands and bragging about
What's
your
wrong
beer
with you?
prices. I don't see you at the
What?
stadium anymore.
Well, what is with all this animosity towards me?
We're mad. We're frustrated, bro.
I just called to say hello, and I'm getting the 3rd degree.
Yeah.
Hey, all I can tell you guys is don't worry about it. We got this under control. We got everything under control. I've got a plan.
What's the plan, Artie?
Oh man, I had a dream that I was Mr. Roper and Helen was trying to do the lambada with me.
You're watching too much Me TV. Is that a Three's Company reference? That's way back.
Oh, you better believe it. Hey, I was the Larry of my time. Me and my pals were hanging down at the Regal Beagle trying to pick up on chicks.
Were you pumping the A train back then too?
Oh, the A train was chugging along, baby. I think I can. Woo!
The way you get around, Artie, all I gotta say is I think you have more illegitimate kids out there than you do billboards.
Ask your fans. Hey, everybody in the comments. I bet you're wearing some of my jeans. Woo!
Oh my God, Mr. Furley was the man. Alfonso says.
Oh boy, that man can rock an ascot. Let me tell you.
He can rock an ass too.
That too.
See, I made you laugh right there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a tee.
I knocked out my mic too at the same time.
Was that what that was? I thought you fell down. You've been falling a lot lately with your dizzy spells.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about yourself because I mean the way that you've been drinking. Listen, I told you to stay hydrated, but I didn't mean this way.
No, you told me to stay high. That's what you said. So I took a couple of uppers this morning, and I took a couple of downers about an hour ago. It's like the 80s again, baby. Woo! Hey, get the turntable rolling. Put on some Double D. Duran Duran.
Duran. Well, here's a question.
Cause I'm hungry like the wolf. Woo! Go Angels!
Hey,
woo!
Do you get those free the free nacho, not the nachos, the free Jack in the Box meals, the Munchie meals?
I get everything free, pal. But keep in mind, nothing's free. Did that make any sense?
No, it didn't make any sense. I lost you, bro.
I lost myself.
Okay, well,
what the hell was that all about?
Well, let me get you to something that you may know. Okay, so C.J. Wilson went on Twitter tonight. It's been reported all over here and on Angel pages that basically he says back in the day they never really watched any video. They said, well, if Guerrero didn't have to watch video, none of you have to either. Are you okay with that? Not watching film on the opponent?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have YouTube at the ready in every room of that stadium. I'm sure he was watching plenty of videos.
I'm talking about baseball videos of other players.
Oh, those too? Oh, you mean watching the games the teams that are going to play?
Yeah, you'd want to know what you're going to face and how to get them out, right?
I agree.
So
I wasn't there. What are you yelling at me for?
You were there. It was during your tenure.
I was in the room.
But you've owned the team for over 20 years, man.
Yes, I have. And we won the World Series the year before. Never mind. I was about to yell that out right now, but I just remembered.
Oh, jeez.
Leave it to Mickey Mouse to show me up. But I'll tell you what, I'm on the right track, fans. We're going to get there.
So
don't worry about it. I'm going to make bumper stickers that just say, don't worry about it. And it has the big A on it. Put it on the back of your cars. Woo! Parking's still going to be $10 next year.
By the way, Artie, not to say that you're cheap, but we've said it plenty of times before that you're cheap.
What?
But if you ever look at the stadium vehicles you guys have compared to like, let's just say the Dodgers. They have nice cars. Hell, they're gonna have a freaking like those line that they used to have at Disneyland, the cable cars that take you up there. They have like buses, nice stuff with their logos all over. We have a cheap ass like 1989 AM 830 van. We have still old people with those baseball helmets driving around, almost falling over. I mean, when are you going to put some money into this franchise, bro?
Well, you're just complaining today.
Well, because I'm in a bad mood, man. Trout and Ohtani are done.
What are you about? What are they done doing? What are you in a bad mood for? We're right there, man.
We just got swept by the Reds, bro. One of the youngest teams in the league. I'm sorry, I'm calling you bro too much, Mr. Moreno.
Some respect,
Mr. A Train. We.
There you go. Yeah. Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
How are you so?
That's got a nice ring to it.
How are you so wasted and so happy? We just got swept by the youngest team in the league.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm inebriated. That's why. I don't know up from down right now, to be honest. I got 2 different colored socks on right now, and my necktie is around my forehead.
I could picture you with like a lampshade around your head and also a wet spot around your crotch.
That's all day long, baby. Woo!
Oh, jeez. All I want to know is where can we party? Can you come to Noble and can you party with us? Because you sound really fun when we're not losing.
I'll tell you what. Come on out to the Big A on the next game. I'll meet all of you there. We're going to party like it's 1999. Woo! Right in the back, my buddy Tony Phillips is going to hook us up. I got the spoons ready, baby. Woo!
That was a long time ago, and I hate to let you know, but Tony Phillips is not with us either.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Who's Terry Funk now, him?
Well, he passed away years ago.
Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing of it.
Oh, God.
Well, come on over.
Anyway, the Sega
I'll invite some of my old buddies.
Sega says your AM 830 van looks like a Predator rock band van.
Hey, it's a classic. If I would tell you what's going on in the back of that van, we have this full-size waterbed back there. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, that car may be old, but the shocks are updated, pal. When the van is rocking, don't bother not. Oh, man.
Clean up in aisle 3, Artie.
And 4. Woo! Where's my I'm still in the office. Can you believe that? Where's my secretary, Sapphire? She's over here somewhere. Let me find her.
Sapphire?
Sapphire!
That's a stripper's name, by the way.
Clean up on how did you know? Clean up on aisle 3. Woo! Bring the slippery when wet sign.
Slippery when wet. That's all the time. That's all the time with your lisp. All the time, you're always like. The only
How
time
dare
you? The only time you sound coherent.
I was born with a speech impediment. How dare you? Make fun of my handicap.
Your handicap is that the A train acts like a kickstand. It's just apparently it's too big.
Hey, I'm like a tripod. It's like a baby's arm holding an apple. I used to walk on with my shorts on. People would say, "Hey, where do you feed that thing?"
Oh, see, that's the legend of Artie Moreno. That's this one.
Yeah, it is. Tell your friends or ask your mom. Everybody ask your mom. Woo! Pico Rivera. The A train's coming through again. Woo!
Oh, Artie. The Gridiron Grit says your handicap is running a baseball team. Do you believe that?
That's the negative comment there. Thanks a lot, Gridiron. Hey, where's the birthday boy? Is he anywhere around?
Yeah, he was on here earlier. I don't know if he's
Hey,
still listening.
I just want to say, in all seriousness, it's a beautiful thing, his relationship with his girl, and the things she said, the nice things she said. Happy birthday, Grill.
Wow, you're really nice right there. You must be in a really good mood.
Wait, hold on. The joke's coming. I forgot what it is, though. But no, happy birthday, pal. You deserve it. Woo! I hope you baked a beautiful birthday cake in that wonderful Drew Barrymore microwave I bought you. Put it in 2 minutes, pal. No more than 2 minutes. And stay away from the popcorn button.
See, that didn't make sense. The grill master, and he was clearly microwaving his burrito last night.
Yeah, what's that all about? What is that all about?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like a car mechanic working on a washing machine.
Oh, jeez. By the way, Alfonso wants to know if you've taken too many...
Alfonso, my man! Woo!
He says, did you take too many Cialis pills?
No. Don't need them. You know who you're talking to? You know who's on the side of this line? I bet you don't. It starts with an A and ends with a train.
By the way, Sega wants to let you know that the nachos at the stadium give him the biggest atomic diarrhea.
Good. I hate Sega. I'm a Nintendo man myself. Never liked Sonic the Hedgehog. I was always a Mario Brothers fan. Sorry.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Hey, everybody in the comment section, what's new? Woo!
So, last thing though, I gotta ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What are we?
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
No, you're not, because my kids do that to me when I try to say, "Hey, listen to me." They start talking over me. I know they're not listening. Listen, Artie, I want to know what's the plan now. I mean, are we going to still go after Ohtani? Are we going to still pay him a lot of money? Do we have something to look forward to next year?
Yeah, we have something to look forward to this year. $600 million, baby, 2 years. He's going to be an angel. And if it doesn't work out this year, which that's not my thinking, I'm trying to stay positive here. After his rehab, and after Mike Trout gets out of the hospital, we're going to go for it, pal. We still got a month of baseball left.
Bilksy, last thing, actually. Bilksy wants to know, is there any update on that Velasquez extension by the napkin?
You know, I wrote it out last night in my Mandarin orange crayon. But the numbers just didn't look right. So I'm going to go over it with potassium, and we're going to take another look and see if we can sign him up. Because that boy needs to be a leadoff hitter, let me tell you.
You mean Perry?
Who?
You said potassium.
Terry Funk?
No, you said...
Terry Funk passed away today.
No. Perry Manassian's the general manager,
not
Potassium.
Potassium. Terry Potassium.
Oh, God.
That man, whew, he reminds me of Jackie Gleason. Remember him?
Vaguely.
The Honeymooners. Come on, Todd. I thought we were pals. We were supposed to, I was going to invite you over and watch some Me TV.
Are you all right?
Sorry. Oh yeah, I had a hair on my tongue. I hate that.
Nope. Nope. That's
don't you hate that?
That's your mustache.
Oh yeah, the bush brush. Oh yeah.
So how many strippers are working for you now? Because I heard you had a few of them there.
Well, let me see. I got my main secretary, Sapphire. She's up front. She's the one you have to get through on the phone if you want to call me. Okay. And I usually just say no. Unless it's my buddy ToddFox, I'll pick up that phone any time of the day. You want to go hang out? Sure. Let's go to Carl's Jr. I'm up.
They have 2 for $6 over there at Carl's.
See, you know the menu. I'll say, I'll take what he's getting.
And then I'll pay for it, right? Because that's what you did last time. I'm thinking, okay, this billionaire is going to buy me whatever I want for lunch. And no, I had to pay for it.
Wow, you're cheap ass.
I'm the cheap one?
Well, you could. Least you could do is buy me a cheeseburger. What are you? What are your manners?
What's the point of me buying you a cheeseburger when it's just going to be all over the floor in like 30 minutes?
Exactly. The entertainment value alone is priceless.
By the way, last one, R. Martinez says, is Artie Moreno the Mexican Ric Flair?
Oh, is it because I say who a lot? Or is it this magnificent mane of hair on my head?
I guess. I thought that was kind of a wig, but...
Or is it the spit? Because he spits a lot. The Nature Boy! He was one of my favorites. I used to watch him for years. He passed away too, didn't he?
No, he's still alive.
He's still with us?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Ooh, that's a shocker.
Well, listen, for you to say that he spits more than you, that's a shock, because you spit like in every sentence.
Oh, he's like Daffy Duck. Spit flying everywhere. Oh, boy.
Well, Artie, I think we'll end it here. You need to get some rest, obviously. The A train's been up all day, probably. So.
Oh, yes. It has. You better believe it.
Yeah. Apparently, there's not a billboard that can hold that monster. So.
Oh, no, there ain't a pair of trousers that can do it either. In memory of Pee Wee Herman, one of my favorite actors of all time.
Uh-huh.
The word of today is moist. Anytime you hear a secret word, scream real loud. Ready? Let's try it. Comment section. Type moist. I don't know why I said that, because I can't see the comment section, so I don't know when to yell.
Well, they just typed it right now, moist.
I don't do a good Pee Wee impersonation.
Well, you make a lot of women moist, apparently, because that's their favorite word.
Oh,
if you ever want to make a girl happy, just mention moist and watch her reaction.
all I had to do was call Sapphire's name. Niagara Falls, Todd. Niagara Falls.
Okay. What's your wife's
name? You need
name?
a river raft to get in that next room.
Oh, shit.
It's that bad. It's a curse, actually.
Okay. It's like...
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay.
It's not easy being me.
Okay. Well, you know what, Artie? We'll talk again after another Angel loss, probably Friday.
Is that when they play next?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll be there, yelling your name at the stadium. Guess who will be ignoring me? You.
I won't be there Friday. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you.
See, you won't even come to the game. What is it with me? What don't you like about me?
There's too much to get into right now.
Okay.
Bye, Artie.
Okay. Bye. Bye, everybody. I think I'm blacking out.
Okay. There goes Artie. Artie Moreno. Gotta love him. Let's see. Arturo didn't make any excuses for Sapphire as a pick under Dr. L.A. De La Hoya fishnets. Oh, why'd you bring that up? It's the Halo Honk line.
I love Artie. Artie's my favorite owner. As you were, Artie's my favorite A-train. I ride the A-line all the way down to Anaheim. I get parts behind the stadium. And let's say the A-train is a fun line to ride.
Oh, I don't want to know about riding it, but all I know is that that he says that you may have come from the A-train, literally.
Maybe, I don't know. He name dropped my hometown, so he said he's coming. So I'm waiting.
Well, I don't know if you want to wait for him to come exactly, but I think he's already came through there. About what? How old are you now?
17.
17 years ago.
Oh, it could happen because I was born in Whittier.
No, there you go. See.
So I mean, it could have been.
Artie's been around. I mean, I once heard him sing that song "I Get Around" by Tupac. So you never know.
Oh, not the Beach Boys song, since
No.
The Angels want to be beach.
No,
they want to be like they're from Long Beach.
Nope, not that one. Because you all know the beach is in Anaheim. You know what I mean? The beaches of Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean that's why City Connect. That's why our beloved owner, Artie Moreno, made the City Connect beach. Because when I think of Anaheim, I think of beaches.
Well, yeah, I mean it would make more sense if you would have put pyramids on the Angels. Like hey, camels, pyramids. Happens in Anaheim, stuff like that.
Camels. The only camels he sees is a pack of Camel Crush.
Or he thinks of humps as something else.
Oh,
everything.
I think his secretary caused the Hurricane Hillary. Like, she came back to work and saw Artie came back from Arizona, and she was like, "Oh!" and then like just. Hurricane Hillary happened.
Yeah, that's true. And by the way, Alfonso says, ladies, put your Depends on when Artie's in the house. Oh, my God. He says he has a boil older than you, Artie. Are you okay?
He has a boy older than... Who is that? Sorry. I was over here. I'm cooking a burrito like Grill Master. Because I know that's Artie's favorite.
You're grilling a frozen burrito.
Yeah. God,
we love you, Grill Master.
I know. Happy birthday. If the A-Train didn't say it enough, he's your favorite. Like, there's no one. I think we need to have a blind date of the A-Train and Grill Master. I think that would be the perfect blind date. We have Roger Lodge host it, because there's no one better to host the blind date than our beloved Roger. And we have him go on, and boom, it's the A-Train and Grill Master. We'll do it for Artie's birthday. We'll do it for his 100th birthday this year.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. I mean, that guy, he's older than sand right now, but boy, he parties harder than freaking anybody I know of.
Yeah, he does. Speaking of parties, I think that Artie should share some of his scotch with some of the boys around the clubhouse. Maybe that will fix them. You give him a splash of scotch. Maybe not Netto. I mean, you know what? Give it to Netto. Artie doesn't care. Give him a Shirley Temple.
There you
go. Give him one of those. And they're looking young. They're looking 23. And they'll never...
You know what sucks about that, Vetter? Every time I hear, like, the Shirley Temple reference, it was all innocent at first, but then, like, he gave me that wink at the game, like, yeah, I drink Shirley Temple, wink, wink, and then I got some info, and I'm all, you little bastard, you little cheeky bastard.
It's sad because I know what you're talking about also.
Yes, exactly.
He gets more Shirley Temple than he does girls.
He sure does. I'll give him that. So Artie's going off in the comments right now. He's all woo. He's still, man. When he crashes, I bet he crashes. You know what I'm saying? Like he just passes out. So.
Hey Artie, I have a word for you. Moist. I want to hear you in the comments.
So when's the next time you're going to the game, bro?
I'm going. It's a Sunday game against Detroit. The last game they play against Detroit.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Let me pick it up. It's because I had the tickets for Monday, but I got them switched to September 17th.
Okay.
So, because I'm gonna go paper bags. I don't care. You guys should come meet me. I'm gonna be in the sports lodge section in the 500s, but I think there's gonna be no one at the stadium, so I might move down to the hundreds because
yeah.
Forget the A train.
I think you're gonna be in the illegitimate section. He's got a lot of kids that day. I used to think that was kids run the bases day or Sunday Little League day, but that's illegitimate kids day.
Yeah, I don't have any hope for this team. This is probably the last game I'll go to this season. When I had hopium that this team was, gonna make a run, I was honking my horn. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to 20 games this season. It's the most I've ever been in my whole life. And then now it's just gone downhill. I don't even want to go to any games. Like I look forward to games, and now they're just becoming boring. Like I went to that one game with the grand slam and the triple play. Like that was the funnest I've ever had of the game, and then it just fell apart. Like I had a breaking point. I need a break from this team. I just need a break from everything. But I'm gonna keep trucking on because guess what, Todd?
What's that?
The season starts on Friday, baby.
Hell
we
yeah.
are going on Friday. Spring training's over.
Artie's gonna pay for that flyover, dude. There we go. Big A.
Well, it's gonna be in New York. We're opening the season in New York.
Mm-hmm.
First time that's ever happened.
Yep.
So it's better than Oakland.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. We're all set to go to 1-0. Let's do it. I'm psyched.
Steve Cohen versus Artie Moreno.
There you go. Oh man. Yeah, the Artie Moreno thing was canceled due to him running into a kid when those kids were running the bases. Eric loves Artie Moreno, so the people fell in love with Artie. They hated him for a while, but this new party Artie is hip to us young kids, I guess. So,
you don't understand, Todd. You're past the age range of, because Artie speaks to the kids. He is the speaker of the youth. He knows how to connect to us, and that's how he's going to get the youth to watch these Angel games.
I guess so. Just get drunk, say fuck it, and then there's Angels baseball.
There we go. Let's have Artie do everything. All 9 positions. He is everything.
Yep. With that French tickler on his face, that's for sure.
Oh.
Man. Well, there you go. I think I'm gonna end it here, my man. I will see you. What? Yeah. Well, we're gonna be talking this weekend, right, about the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you Friday.
Okay. You got him.
Another game.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be back on here for sure. All right, brother.
All right. See you later, Todd.
All right, later. Yeah, he's getting his DNA test too this week to confirm that he's Artie Moreno's son right there. Chris says $12 Modelos. I wish they were $12 at the stadium. I'd actually buy them, but they're like $18. Sapphire says I'm over it. So there you go. We'll be back this Friday for another post game. Hopefully the Angels break the losing streak. That's one thing. Halo Joe was hitting me up the other day, and he was sending me some old Angels 94 stuff. And I started watching some other links of Angel games in '94, and I'm all, damn, they lost a lot that season. So it was still fun to watch. It was better than, because again, those teams tried. You know what I mean? They tried to score, but couldn't do it really good in those games, and still lost. By the way, I found out the other day, because I do a crime pod too. I found out, I don't know if you guys remember Chad Curtis. I was doing some research on some other cases, and Chad Curtis's name popped up, and apparently that dude was a child molester of high school teams touching girls and boys. That was shocking, because he was a dude that played on a couple world champions with the New York Yankees. He was on the Tigers, and he played majority of his career with the Angels. He was that guy that was like a clean cut, had that Army haircut, played center field for a while. So yeah, that dude's in jail right now, or he just got paroled, because I think he went to jail, I want to say early 2000, around there. I was looking into it a little bit. You can Google him; it'll show everything. That dude, he was in jail for almost 20 years, and he barely got paroled, but he has to register as a sex offender, and so it's a whole terrible thing. And then one thing I'll say about it, when I looked at the case, is he victim shamed the victims. Like he literally said in court in front of a judge, in his testimony, before they were going to give him his what is it called, his judgment, he came out and said basically to the victims, they came on to me, it's their fault, and I just couldn't resist. So I mean, wow. I mean, that takes some Artie Moreno type balls, you know what I mean, to say stuff like that. I mean, that's just like crazy. So that dude that dude's on another level, man. It's just, you never know, man. Never know. I have social media. You can look me up on Instagram, ToddFox. But the podcast we do is every week, and we do what do you call it? Crime stuff. And it's going to kick up after the baseball season, because that's when I go all in, and we'll do like 2 stories a week. But it's Grinding True Crime. You can look that up, and we're on there all the time. So Artie could teach John Stamos how to party. Let's see. Artie. If Artie's on there, I don't think Artie's on there. Basically, Captain does. If you listen to a lot of crime pods, it's a pretty good pod. Artie, I don't think, has a social media. He tries to stay away from the social media big time. So everyone, Grillmaster, happy birthday again. Everyone have a good rest of your night. I'm going to turn in for the night. I got FedEx crap to do in the morning. Everybody appreciate staying on, and Artie Moreno was awesome as usual. He's the only bright spot right now, which I never thought I would say that. But when you have such bad news tonight with, everything with Ohtani and Trout, and then the season just looking crap. Artie Moreno's still saying moist. It's tough. So everybody have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you back here on Friday. And there's no Stukas tonight either, because, might as well just play this guy some more.